Greetings, and welcome to another episode of Vaygrim's Chance. I'm sorry this is going to be going up late. I've been having some health issues lately. Nothing critical. It's just very schedule impacting and everything. If you're curious about it, go over to vaygrim.com, latest post. You can read about what's been going on with me. Yeah. So we've had some people invading the server. The Bromigos are here. Basically, the Bromigos are a group of oh gosh, is it 4 or 5, 6? It's Doggeth, Casamuo. Technically A7X Shadows is on our crew, but he's also a Bromigo. Mr. Hades and Super Dave 4054. They are a group of G to PG, family-friendly streamers. They make a lot of content. They do everything from Minecraft to Subnautica to all sorts of other stuff. And I have invited them to kind of join the server as indigenous peoples, so to speak. And, generally add some more life to things. We've got a lot of people here on the server, but a lot of them are behind-the-scenes dev people that don't actually put out content. A lot of them are people with real lives, so they only play in passing. Very, uh, uh, they only play in passing a little bit on the sides when they have chance opportunities between family and business and things like that. So I thought it'd be interesting. I still have those 2 mystery dark spots. I cannot get rid of those. Literally, I have to go over there and physically update them. Anyway, I thought it'd be interesting to, get some more people on the server because the server's been running like a champ. Here I am, 40 something episodes in. All the other guys have been building, and so far it's running like a top. So, yeah, we're getting a little bit of, kind of team on team, a little bit of competition. It's basically going to be the Grimco crew. We're going to work together with the Bromigos, but it's definitely going to be some friendly pranking and some fun here and there, which comes to this invention, okay? This crazy concoction. Underneath the actual wooden pressure plates is a telepad. This is an Ender IO invention. Basically, you have to give it coordinates, and I have a little gun that has the coordinates to the inside of the front door of the Bromigo's base. Whoopsie. Let's go back in and see what happened. I don't know why that happened. I'm gonna do that. Turn these on, and basically what this means is every few minutes, a redstone signal is sent to this spawner. This is a sheep spawner. At the far end, you're seeing a mob attractor obelisk. The attractor obelisk has a bottled sheep in it. So the sheep spawn and then head towards the attractor obelisk to make their way over there. We're going to have to watch this for a while in order to, let's do this. Going to get a round of sheep. So this hits 100%. Some sheep come out of it. They head towards the obelisk, and I boxed this in so that they wouldn't just group up at the far end of the obelisk. Here we go. I'm going to clear this now. And when they hit the pressure plates, it triggers the warm-up on the telepad. The telepad will automatically teleport them one at a time, and as long as the sheep are standing on the pressure plates, the telepad will keep cycling. It'll grab a new sheep. You see it steps off and then steps back on. It will grab a new sheep and a new sheep every single time, warming up, firing it over there. So it will, at random intervals, teleport between 1 and 3 sheep every 5 minutes, basically. And they mysteriously, air quotes, show up in the Bromigo's base. Goodbye, sheep. So I have it turned off because I ran it at intervals all weekend while they were getting settled in. Every time they'd log in, their cave would be chocked full of sheep every single time. And then they'd clear all the sheep, log out. I would run it for a couple of hours. They would log back in. More sheep. And they started to get very frustrated by this, and I finally turned it off. I do want to keep this contraption intact. I might aim it at somebody else and maybe change it from let's say sheep to pigs, or horses. Horses are nice and big. They take up a lot of space. That could be hilarious. So yeah, that's what I was doing a big chunk of the weekend, in between generally feeling kind of sick. Let's see. As you'll notice, there is no longer a silverwood there. I put the silverwoods there to kind of change the biome to get a pure core aura node there and change the biome to get it up and going. I was going to use those as gardens. The other one still has a silverwood in it, but this one I've decided to change over to a ritual of binding, which comes to something we're going to have to do. Let's get this diamond sword. We need a weak activation crystal. I made a ritual of binding. It's pretty simple. You have to make these things, which is basically getting an object and putting it into a tier 3 altar. Elemental inscription. It's really simple stuff except for the gas tier. I think the gas tier might be hard for some kind of casual players to get, but we'll see. Magma cream. This is just a block of lapis, not that big a deal. Gas tier. This one is, I think, block of obsidian. Whoop-de-doo. Then some 4 diamonds, 1 emerald. A little expensive, but you make this thing and you use it. I have tons of tutorials and other videos on my channel on how to do rituals. So if you want to actually get started on making rituals, I will be making more in this series, but just to let you know, I've also got a series of mod guides on blood magic. It's still fairly up to date. The only thing I don't cover is the new tier 6 altar, but it's up to date for 1.7.10. So you might go take a look at it. But I have Book of Enchanting as well. Oh, by the way, I made an alchemical chemistry set. I've done nothing with it yet, but I have it. So as you can see, this is the new finalized structure right here. This is basically a tier 3 altar. Now, the reason I want to get this sword and turn it into a bound sword is because I need to make a bound blade in order to get, I have to find them, these things right here, weak blood shards. They drop off of bad guys when I kill them with a bound blade. That thing. So, if you get a chance of getting more of those every single time you kill something, if you actually have looting on the sword, which is why I want to put looting on it, as well as other stuff. I'll put sharpness and whatever, but looting is the important bit right now. So what I want to do is basically get this whole thing set up so that I can make the bound blade, go get a whole bunch of blood shards, and technically I only need 1 weak blood shard because there's a really clever little recipe that they put in. See, I need 1 blood shard to make 32 large bloodstone bricks, and those go up here where this cobblestone is. When I replace these caps of cobblestone with large bloodstone bricks, then this will be a tier 4 altar, a tier 4 quadruple altar. As you can see right now, tier 3, tier 3, tier 3, tier 3, all of them tier 3, all of them almost full. I have maxed out my blood network. It is at, that is 150,000 LP. I wish they'd put comma in these things. But in order to make this from a tier 3 to a tier 4, I need to actually get at least 1 weak blood shard, which means I need a weak bound blade. So before I do that, though, this little setup, this little darling, is my LP system that feeds the actual altars. I'll be going through how this works later, but first let's get over here. Gonna have to take off. Whoop. Oh, I'm wearing, I have repatterned. No, I have not repatterned. Yeah, here we go. This is Armor's Workshop. I put on, you get a little fez made by somebody. This is Dynex M. This is Dynex Masero, who in our community made a Grimco uniform for me. This is kind of like the crew uniform. I really like it. That's what I'm wearing right now. It's got the G logo with the egg shape on the back, and I think it came out really good. I do like it. What I need to do is actually get my magnet. Gonna get this and put that. Whoops, no, come here. Thank you. Put that here. Let's turn that off for the time being. Gonna get a weak activation crystal. Let's get this, and there we go. Now we can turn this back on. I'm not sure. I think it might have gotten destroyed by the lightning bolt. That's why I turned my my magnet back on. Okay. Let's get another diamond sword made from EMC. I do need to actually get my... Okay, it's only 5,000 LP, so that's nice. That's easy. Let's reactivate. There we go. The bound blade. So the problem is I didn't put the spire out quick enough. That's the problem. So let's get up here and just kind of put these pesky fires out. There we go. And that is a ritual of binding. Really simple, actually. I will get some other bound gear later. But for now, I've got my bound blade. What I want to do is go over here. I need to get some experience. And I want to enchant it. I'm gonna grab, I have no clue, 50 levels. I really should move this, but there we go. Bound blade with looting 3. It's got an attack rating of 12. I'm trying to remember what sharpness is. Let's go look at sharpness real quick. Over here on the enchanter, this is one of the things I love about Ender.io. Let's see, XP boost, auto smell. XP boost could be really good, but I'm not going to get it. Nope. Sharpness. Okay, that is a whole bunch of nether quartz. If I don't have that, I don't. So, nether, basically, I need... There we go. I need 48. I'm going to get this up out of the way. This up out of the way. While I'm at it. No, what's it called? Book and quill. That's what it is. Why did I think it was a book and scribe? Okay. So we put this in here, a whole bunch of this in here, and it will get us a book of sharpness 4. Which means now I think we need to, we're probably going to need more experience. Oh, no, it's only 11. Okay. 17 attack. Wow. A little bit more of a boost on that, and I could probably really do some damage. So now it is daytime. Where can I fight bad guys? Oh, right. Let's go down here, shall we? I'm going to turn this bad boy on. And basically, let's turn off witches and let's turn off Killer Joe. We should have zombies still being spawned. But there we go. Suddenly, I become the Killer Joe. Yeah, I think I've already got... Yep, 2 weak blood shards. Awesome. Oof, I'm getting hit. Taking hits left and right. Come on, guys. I want to get a few more. There's a recipe for doubling or making extra weak blood shards. If you only have like 1 weak blood shard, there's a recipe to transform it into... Hey, that's mine. Oh, he took my weak blood shard. He didn't redrop it. I think some of them might be getting grabbed and taken by the actual vacuum chest. Yeah. I think technically, you know what? Let's test something here real quick. I'm going to get one of these and I'm going to go, let's see, way up here. Let's get it back out though. I'm going to just... Okay, so in theory, I'm kind of wondering if we can go down here and give him... I really hope I don't crash the server doing this. Let's turn on Killer Joe. I'm curious to see if this is actually going to work. Okay, he's killing him with it. Ooh, he's plowing through him like nobody's business. Let's see. No weak blood shards yet. Ooh, 6. Never mind. Wow. Okay. I don't know if those were there from before or what, though. I have some problem with my LP system. I need to go check because I have stuff that's supposed to be going to another part of the LP network that's not. I'm hoping it will work. But right now, I'm not sure it's gonna. Man, some of those guys, it's one-shotting. Yeah, I'm not getting any weak blood shards. On the upside, we don't have to worry about that sword taking any damage. The only thing we have to worry about is if it's using LP every time it's killing something. No, it's not. Ooh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work or not. Let's do this. Okay, I'm going to get my sorting pouch. I'm curious what happens if I get all this stuff. Let's get rid of that. It really shouldn't come back here. I don't know why it's coming back here. Whoa. Nope, those are the ones I was about to say. 8 shards. These are the ones I put in there. Silly me. Okay. So we have 8 blood shards. I'm not seeing any more drop. I think it would have dropped at least 1 by now. But that's fine. That's fine. Let's go back down here and swap this thing back out. Do that. I can come back down here and kill more bad guys whenever I want to. But I have at least a few blood shards now. Which means if we go back over here, let's take this route. We go back over here. I can do... Actually, I need to get a piece of stone. To get one of these, 1 piece of stone, and it gets multiplied. Which means now... I'm trying not to break the glass. The glass is pretty fragile. I think these are the right kind of stone, I think. Unless I screwed something up. The next step is going to be making a whole bunch of tier 2 slates or upgrades so that I can turn all of these into self-sacrifice runes. Or blocks. Yeah, runes. So now it should be tier 4. Tier 4. And for the tier 4, we actually have to get one of these bad guys. I'm going to put this up here, this up here. I actually need to turn that back, turn it off, basically. Get all of this. As long as I have that in my inventory, it's fine. Let's get this. And the first thing that we have to do is fill that up. Do that. I moved the life stones in so that now I'm getting healed by more life stones. Which means I can tap my health pretty much. I can hold the button down. Now, the only thing that I've discovered is that holding the button down means that the server can sometimes see you as being in an invalid state, and it'll kick you off because you're doing too many actions too quickly. So I try not... Wow, this is going to take a lot of blood. But as you can see, I can sit here and do this pretty much endlessly. The only thing that I start to grow a little weary of is the ticking of the screen. The way that it tilts when you give damage to yourself, that gets a little old after a while. There we go. Now, boom, I have a higher maximum. I'm trying to remember if it's 500,000, if it goes from 150,000 to 500,000, or if it's 150,000, 300,000, 1 million. I can't remember what the steps are, but anyway, my value for my LP network is now a lot higher than it used to be. Meh. Anyway, so the next step is going to be making a whole bunch of tier 3 orbs. I'm going to put this back for now. I'm going to put this right here. These are spare. Those are spare. I have a whole bunch of extra ritual stones for another ritual if I want to do one. I'm going to keep this in my inventory. Let's get a stack. Now, the one thing I like to make sure and do is just top off and to make sure they're all at 10,000. The next step I have to do is I have to get my wrench out. This is a little weird, but let's do iron chest. I need one of these. Can't remember. Nope, I got to change these over. So basically, I have an active supplier module in here. The active supplier module supplies them with one smooth stone at a time, just one. And it makes sure there's always just one in there. As soon as that one gets used, the extractor module will pull out what I have told it to extract. This is the included. This is basically whitelisting. And as soon as it pulls that out, oh, suddenly it's empty. And the activator module, the active supplier, can kick in. Now down here, I actually have a provider module. It is providing specifically only smooth stone. And it always makes sure that it leaves at least one in this chest so the last one can't get pulled out. So it's a really good system. It works very, very well. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a quick time lapse from, it's going to be from my perspective. It's going to be a little weird, but I'm going to turn down the game noise. I'm going to turn up the music a little bit, and we'll see what kind of fun we can actually have. Okay, let's get things kick-started. Right like that.
Nothing to worry about.
And there we go. One song, 64. Only had 2 of those before. Now we got 64 reinforced tier 2 slates. Very happy. I realize that speed run through at accelerated pace is probably going to look a little dizzying. I tried to switch up directions a little bit, but I think it's going to work. Thank you very much for swinging by this episode. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stockpile even more tier 2 slates, and I'm going to try and make enough self-sacrifice runes, because I need to count how many blocks I have and then double it. I've already been running the witch spawner a ton to get extra glowstone, so I don't have to go mining for it or EMC it in the actual mining for it in the nether or EMCing it. So I should have plenty of glowstone to actually cover this, and we can brew up and modify some self-sacrifice runes, modify this thing, see if we can get this whole quad altar setup upgraded, and let's see how much efficiency we can actually gain from the entire setup. I'm curious because I don't know. I'm assuming it's only going to pick up the runes that are within its altar structure, but that still means we're going to have a tier 4 altar, 4 tier 4 altars that are each one going to be fully self-sacrifice upgraded, which is going to be amazing. That means we should be getting some really big LP returns that should be only 2 or 3 clicks to keep the actual blood altar, maybe 1 or 2 clicks to keep the blood altar topped out while I'm doing the circling and making larger batches, maybe even tier 3 slates. I think when I do tier 3 and tier 4 slates, I'm probably just going to stand in one place and do it that way. I probably won't automate the entire setup. I think that's going to be a little better. We'll see, though. I will catch you folks later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.